The Kaldari state is a union of powerful mega-corporations governed by a strict meritocracy. The state is a fiercely competitive and ruthless society whose hyper-capitalistic ways have brought its people both misery and triumph. Once a thriving tribal civilization, the Minmatar were enslaved by the Amar Empire for hundreds of years. Most were freed after a great rebellion, but only at a tremendous cost. Today the Minmatar Republic is a strong, resurgent nation, determined to win back the glory of its past. The only true democracy of New Eden, the Galente Federation is a powerful and prosperous multicultural dominion that welcomes outsiders with open arms. Intolerant of closed societies, the Galente are fierce defenders of personal and social liberties. The Amar Empire is the largest and oldest of the 4 empires. Ruled by a mighty empress, Amar is a theocratic society capable of selfless acts and unspeakable evil, all in the name of their god.
Calling any convoy Talon Alpha 5 survivors. Come in, all survivors. Tracking an active training corvette. What is your status? Recruit, wake up and respond. Damn it! Recruit, do you remember anything from the attack? Did you see the drifter swarm warp in and gut your fleet? Feel panic and fear as ships burned all around you. I imagine you remember at least that. Well, keep a lid on that for now. Recruit, my name is Fleet Commander Vidari, and from this point on, you will consider me your commanding officer. Now, we need to figure this situation out. I'm lifting your training restrictions and giving you access to your ship's onboard AI. This is Aura, a powerful ally. She'll help you get your ship moving.
Greetings, Captain. I am Aura. I will assist you in commanding your vessel and navigating New Eden. My core logic library has been proven to increase the odds of survival by several orders of magnitude. But I am only capable of advising you. You must make decisions for yourself. Simulations have proven that situational awareness is key to survival. I will now demonstrate how to become aware and alert. Captain, if you close my comms window for any reason, you will be able to recall it through the Operations Info panel by clicking Aura Tips. When you're ready to continue, click Next. To orbit the view around. To zoom in or out, scroll your mouse wheel up or down. Let's test basic navigation functions. According to my logs, a Titan-type capital ship in your fleet was destroyed. It would be useful to locate that ship's wreckage and start navigating towards it. A Titan should be the biggest shipwreck that you will be able to find. To set a course for your ship, double-click your mouse's left button anywhere in space. To stop your ship, you should click the highlighted Stop button. Using these functions will help you explore the site. Exploration is a vital trade in New Eden.
What in the name? Are you serious? My logs are saying you haven't even graduated from the Academy Flight School yet. Okay, we'll make this work even if you're all I've got. You're going to have to start right now. My scans are showing more life signs near your location. Your convoy included transports with important research scientists. Given their work, if they were to be picked up by drifter scavengers, it would be a nightmare for the Republic. So check the wrecks for potential survivors.
Captain, I have received faint signals from 3 survivors. To help determine the location of the signal, you should use the look and approach function.
You need to be within range to execute this function.
To transfer everything from their cargo hold to your own, move your mouse pointer over the wreckage and hold down the left mouse button.
You need to be within range to execute this function.
Select Open Cargo to view the contents, and then press the Loot All button.
You need to be within range to execute this function. You need to be within range to execute this function. You need to be within range to execute this function. You need to be within range to execute this function.
After you have clicked the Loot All button, I'm receiving signals that indicate the next survivor is located in the highlighted wreckage. Right-click on the wreckage and select Approach. To transfer the next survivor to your ship, you should repeat the same steps as before. Move your mouse pointer over the wreckage and hold down the left mouse button.
This function.
A radial menu will appear. Select Open Cargo to view the contents and then press the Loot All button. Excellent, Captain. My scanners indicate one more survivor. Approach the highlighted wreckage. You should now transfer the last survivors to your ship. Don't forget to close the inventory windows after you have finished.
You need to be within range to execute this function.
Captain, I am Professor Tannen from the Sisters of Eve research team. Thank you for saving my life. The attack was complete carnage. Thousands were killed.
You need to be within range to execute
Our research on drifter
function.
strikes indicates they will likely return to this location to retrieve any survivors. And not for good. I believe the drifters want those survivors for invasive information extraction. It's very invasive. Such information is classified and of great value to the Empire, but Since my survival depends on you, I am entrusting you with this.
Recruit, I thought you'd be a cloud of hot gas by now, and instead here you are holding on to my top research scientist. I'll tell you something that strictly need to know. Those researchers you just rescued may have vital data on the source of the ongoing drifter invasion, a drifter hive. One of these hives, inside Minmatar public space, constitutes an existential threat. As such, it's now of the highest urgency to get you and your vessel home safely. Unfortunately, the drifters will want to carve your ship open, grab anyone still alive, and take them to their hive. We don't know what happens in them, but if you end up in one, you can forget about seeing your tribe again. You should get moving, but there's a problem. You probably didn't realize the drifters have deployed some kind of warp bubble around your location. That stops you from warping away. Fortunately, they're not magicians, and the field generator is close by. Locate it, destroy it, and get the hell out of there.
Captain, in your ship's overview, you can see what your ship's scanners are picking up around you. Find your warp disruption generator in the ship's overview. Then hold down. To lock your weapon system on the generator, hold down your left mouse button on the generator and select Lock Target on the radial menu. While engaging, the optimal flight path is to orbit your target. This enables you to move while firing, making it difficult for your enemy's weapon systems to track you. Move your mouse over the generator and hold down the left mouse button to open the radial menu. Then select the Orbit command. Excellent. You are in the optimal position. I suggest you fire your primary weapon. You should now stop your ship.
That's one thorn in our side removed, but it's not over yet. I can see that the drifters deployed a second warp bubble. They must be very eager to add you to their trophy cabinet. Looks like you have to... Oh, wait. Okay. You'll have to pause that, recruit. You're about to get a chance to prove you have a place with us, defending the tribes. You have a drifter seeker on grid, just dropped out of warp, and you need to take it out. Aura, our recruit needs a crash course on gunnery. They're no use to me dead.
Captain, I need you to remain calm. You are flying a corvette fitted with a civilian-class weapon system and a civilian afterburner for rapid maneuvering. This gives you a significant chance of success when pitted against a single seeker. Just like with the generator, locate the Circadian Seeker on your... Please orbit and engage the Circadian Seeker now. Move your mouse over the Seeker and hold down the left mouse button to open the radial menu. Now it's time to engage your weapons, Captain. Don't forget to stop your ship.
For a rookie, you're quite a surprise. Your first kill. This is the kind of combat experience the Republic needs you to have if you want to keep the tribe safe. All right, on to the backup warp disrupt. Oh, what? Wait. The drifters are very serious about getting hold of you, recruit. Another seeker just warped in. Probably part of their search for survivors. You just got a chance to double your kill count. Show it what happens to those who attack the Minmatar people.
Captain, let's see what you have learned. It's time to engage. Fire your weapons. When you have defeated the Seeker, you should stop your ship. Good work, Captain. You can explore the Seeker wrecks to see if they left anything behind. Move your mouse over the wreckage and hold down the left mouse button. A radial menu will appear. Select Open Cargo to view the contents
within range
and then
to
click
execute
the
this
Loot
function.
All button. Remember to get close.
I'm thinking you might make a good warrior yet, recruit, so I'll clue you in on some strategic intel. Our long-range sensors have tracked a squadron of drifter battleships, and they're heading for your location. I don't care how good you are with that autocannon. You can't take on drifter battleships in a corvette. They'll crush you. You need to destroy that secondary warp disruption generator right now. If you're quick and lucky, you won't get interrupted by any more of those damned seekers.
Captain, locate the backup generator in your overview and approach it. To reach the generator faster, you should activate the highlighted Afterburner module. This module enables you to trade your ship's capacitor power for speed, allowing you to reach the generator faster. When you are close to the generator, you should lock target. After locking target on the generator, you should orbit. Activate your primary weapon to destroy the generator.
Okay, listen carefully, recruit. You've almost run out of time. The Drifter battleship squadron has warped in very close to your location. By destroying the warp disruption generator, you've removed the bubble that prevented you leaving the site. The tribes will gain nothing from you trying to take them on solo. Republic's security services need those survivors for debriefing, and I'd like to congratulate you on this rescue in person one day. So your orders are to report to headquarters now.
Captain, your ship is fitted with a warp drive, which is capable of bending space and time in order to efficiently displace you toward your destination. I have overridden the ship's clearance system to give you full access to the drive. Find your HQ highlighted in the overview. Hold down your left mouse button and select Dock on the radial menu. You do not want to face these giant drifter ships by yourself. Warp drive active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Welcome to the home of the Minmatar Academy. Plenty of legendary capsuleers have started here and gone on to strike fear into the enemies of the Republic. Recruit, it turns out the Sisters of Eve research team had pinned down the exact location of the Drifter Hive. We are urging Professor Tannen to elaborate on this information, but your actions have also drawn the attention of Republic Fleet Command. Due to your efforts, the Tribal Council has spoken, and the Republic Fleet is starting to mobilize a force for a major counterattack. You've exceeded my expectations, recruit. Well done. As a token of gratitude, the Minmatar Republic has awarded you a cash bonus. Of course, money isn't everything, and I have to say your kudos has risen high. I've also put in a word with Command, and I've been given direct authority to accelerate your Capsuleer training. I need you to be part of this counterattack, recruit.
Captain, bonus payments and accelerated training are quite unusual for a recruit of your status. It is an honor to be serving with you. I must warn you though, Capsuleer training is the hardest, most complicated training process known to man. Only a fraction of pilots endure it. An accelerated process is going to be very challenging. However, so far you have been performing well. The funds you received are awarded in ISK or interstellar credits. This is the main currency of New Eden and can be used for everything from buying supplies to bribing other Capsuleers. I have highlighted your wallet. You can view your ISK balance there.
You sure are going to start your training with a critical task, recruit. We've lost contact with one of the Republic's most important research outposts in the region. This research outpost is a hidden site where the Sisters of Eve have been working with us. It's the Sisters who requested you personally for this mission. I'm going to raise your security clearance for the duration of this mission, but you need to get ready. Aura will provide guidance on the preparations you should make.
Captain, I am running different preparation scenarios. Research outposts like these often contain highly sensitive data troves that are securely encrypted. I believe it would be wise to upgrade your ship's capability with a data analyzer module. However, it seems like the Empire's stock of analyzers in this region are fully depleted due to ongoing drifter attacks. After analysis, it is my conclusion you should build one.
Build a data analyzer for the mission, eh? Okay, that sounds like a plan, but you'll need the necessary materials to build it. The fastest way to get materials would be to mount a quick raid on a local pirate den. These are the kind of scum who stop at nothing to make a profit, even slavery. Why don't you show me how you deal with traitors and renegades who prey on the Minmatar people? By all means, seize as much as you can and take out any who get in your way. Remember, justice is our aim, and the tribes reward the just.
Captain, it should come as no surprise that a pirate colony can be a dangerous place to enter. You should now retrieve the new module and skill book from your redeemable items by clicking on the highlighted Neocom menu, hovering to Inventory, and clicking Redeem Items. Once there, you can click on the items and select Redeem Selected Items.
items will now be in your inventory in the station's item hangar. This is where all of your modules and items will be stored. The ship hangar will display all of your ships at the current location. You now have the repair module in your inventory ready for use. To view it, open the highlighted Inventory window from the Neocon and select the Item Hangar. To train a new skill, simply drag its skill book from your item hangar into your training queue. You can queue up additional training or train skills you've learned to the next level by hovering over them and selecting Add to Queue. Skill training occurs over time regardless of what you may be doing. You should now drag the Acceleration Control skill book in your item hangar to the top of the training queue. Now you should upgrade your ship by fitting the repair module to it. To do this, right-click on the module and select Fit to Active Ship.
To see what you have fitted on your ship currently, you should click on the ship fitting icon now highlighted. Captain, your Corvette-class ship is now equipped with a repair module, an afterburner for speed, and a civilian weapon system for dealing damage. I now calculate your combat odds against a moderate-sized pirate gang to be at an acceptable level. As the pirates are outlaws in New Eden, there are bounties on their heads. Captain, proceed to neutralize those pirates and earn those bounties. I have highlighted the undock option for you. You should press this when you wish to leave the station and travel the stars. I have calculated the location of the nearest pirate outpost. You should now click on the location marker icon in the info panel. Warp drive active. Captain, I had calculated your combat odds to be within an acceptable level of safety. However, I did not anticipate the presence of corrosive gases in this area. If you get caught in a gas cloud, your ship will start taking damage. In that case, you should use your afterburner and burn through the clouds to get out as fast as possible. Also remember that you can use your repair module should you take damage to your ship, which you likely will. Captain, you should now approach the highlighted asteroid colony and activate your afterburner. I have calculated this to be the shortest route through the gas cloud. Remember to activate your repair module when you take damage, and switch it off again when you have repaired successfully. Captain, there are a lot more pirates than I predicted, but I know you can do this. Remember your training. Approach, lock, orbit, shoot. You need to be within range to execute this function. You need to be within range to execute this function.
You need to be within range to execute this function. You need to be within range to execute this function. You need to be within range to execute this function. You need to be within range to execute this function. You need to be within range to execute this function. Great job, Captain. I have highlighted the container you need to approach. You should loot its contents, and then return to station. You need to be within range to execute this function.
Click on the location marker icon in the info panel to dock at your HQ. Warp drive active. You need to be within range to execute this function. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Recruit, the way you tore through that pirate scum was a pleasure. Not only did you wipe away a blight on the region, but you've confiscated a trove of materials. Now's the time to try your hand at industry and make something useful from the materials you recovered.
Captain, industry jobs are the Capsuleer's way of manufacturing goods for himself. They can be a path to great wealth if you hone your industry skills. You should now have the materials to start production of the data analyzer unit for your upcoming reconnaissance mission to the research facility. I have calculated this to be important. To build this module, you'll first need a data analyzer blueprint, which you can buy from the market with your ISK. You should open the highlighted Market tab and use the... Once you have located the item, you should click on it to view the active sell orders. Locate one from the list that says it's available in this station, then right-click and buy. You should now right-click on your ship in the station and select Open Cargo Hold. You can use the right-click, select All, to highlight all the items in your cargo hold, and then click and drag them to the Inventory tab marked Item Hanger. In your item hanger, locate the Civilian Data Analyzer blueprint. You can right-click on the blueprint and select Use Blueprint. This will open the Industry window. Here, you can see the blueprint you are using in the middle of the window. To the left, you can see the materials that will be used from your item hanger, and on the right, you can see the output, which will be your brand new Civilian Data Analyzer module. You should now select Start. This will start the manufacturing process. You looted enough materials from the pirate outpost to make a second Civilian Data Analyzer at a later point. Your Blueprint Original lets you create unlimited analyzer modules, provided you have the required materials. To the left, you can see the materials that will be used from your item hanger, and on the right, you can see the output, which will be your brand new civilian data analyzer module. You should now select Start. This will start the manufacturing process.
Recruit, the way you tore through that pirate scum was a pleasure. Not only did you wipe away a blight on the region, but you've confiscated a trove of materials. Now's the time to try your hand at industry and make something useful from the materials you recovered.
Captain, industry jobs are the capsulier's way of manufacturing goods for himself. They can be a path to great wealth if you hone your industry skills. You should now have the materials to start production of the data analyzer unit for your upcoming reconnaissance mission to the research facility. I have calculated this to be important. To build this module, you'll first need a data analyzer blueprint, which you can buy from the market with your ISK.
Recruit, the way you tore through that pirate scum was a pleasure. Not only did you wipe away a blight on the region, but you've confiscated a trove of materials. Now's the time to try your hand at industry and make something useful from the materials you recovered.
Captain, industry jobs are the capsulier's way of manufacturing goods for himself. They can be a path to great wealth if you hone your industry skills. You should now have the materials to start production of the data analyzer unit for your upcoming reconnaissance mission to the research facility. I have calculated this to be important. To build this module, you'll first need a data analyzer blueprint, which you can buy from the market with your ISK.
I cannot set a waypoint to the same location twice. I cannot set a waypoint to the same location twice. I cannot set a waypoint to the same location twice. I cannot set a waypoint to the same location twice. Skill training completed.
Recruit, your preparation has been unusually intensive, but you're going to thank me for maintaining this pressure once you dive into the next task. You're about to go into a deep and dark zone where something has gone terribly wrong. The Sisters of Eve research facility is totally cut off, and I need you out there to find out what happened to them. Professor Tannen wishes to speak to you, and I've authorized that. I'll establish her connection to you now.
Captain, I requested you, and only you, for this emergency mission to our research outpost. I had to use all my influence with Republic Fleet Command to secure your continuing involvement. After I made it clear the Sisters would suspend our assistance, they granted me this request. The truth is, Captain, that this outpost is vitally important. Even more important than Fleet Commander Vidari realizes herself. The sad reality is that There are so few people we sisters can trust these days. Some in the Republic remain suspicious of our humanitarian work with slaves in the Amar Empire. It's a tragic irony. However, you saved my life and have been very discreet. I feel that I can trust you with this mission.
Captain, it seems you are making some intriguing and influential friends. Your next journey will be a little longer than any you have undertaken in the past. The research outpost is one jump from our present position. That means that to get there, you will need to jump through a stargate. Along the way, many humans enjoy reflecting on the beauty of the cosmos and report feelings of tranquility and wonder, especially in advance of potentially life-threatening situations such as our current mission. No recruit in your position has been allowed to travel this far or use the stargates. If you become a capsuleer, you can travel to the deepest sections of low-sec space, hunt for wormholes, or travel with friendly fleets through stargates. Captain, your civilian data analyzer is now ready. You should open the highlighted industry window, select the Jobs tab, and click Deliver. The module will now be in your inventory under Item Hanger. Time to get that module fitted to your ship. Right-click the civilian data analyzer and fit to active ship. Now, you are fully fitted for the research outpost. It's time to undock. Click on the location marker icon in the info panel to set. Now you should select the highlighted autopilot button. This will start your ship moving to the destination system. Autopilot engaged. Once your ship comes to a stop in the next system, click on the location marker icon in the Stargate warp drive. This will take you to the research outpost. Approaching Stargate. I cannot set a waypoint to the same location twice. Autopilot jumping. Autopilot disabled. Waypoint reached. Warp drive active.
This journey is not far to travel by our standards, but remember your good fortune, recruit. The Minmatar Republic covers several regions and contains many star systems, but most of our people don't even get off the planet they were born on. Even better, you're on the way to becoming an independent capsuleer, with the right to own and pilot your own ships. That status comes hard and carries high honor, recruit. Help the tribes prevail today, and you may just earn it. Okay, recruit. You're on the verge of some dark depths now. Very few pilots have ever been allowed to enter this place, let alone trainee capsuleers. These strategic sites are almost always placed in locations that discourage idle visitors, even if they're among the more unique locations in New Eden. And this one, well, this one is off the grid and totally silent. I can't tell you what you might find in there. Keep a lookout at all times.
Captain, you should now approach the gate. When you are close enough, hold down your left mouse button on the gate and select Activate from the radial menu. Warp drive active.
By the 7 tribes. It looks like another fleet was blown to pieces in here. Drifters, without question, but how? And when? We've heard nothing about a fleet engaged in combat at this site. There should be a Sisters of Eve outpost in here, but this mess worries me. You'll have to dive into the depths of the site, get to the research outpost and see what answers it holds. Navigate over to it at once, but stay alert. Hostile action is a real possibility.
Captain, this site is quite unusual, and it is enormous. In order for you to save time, you might want to activate your afterburner to travel faster through it. However, stay alert, because this is uncharted territory. The Sisters of Eve have been doing some unusual research here, which does not show up in records accessible to me. We don't know what the Drifters were doing here. Be very careful, Captain. You should locate the info shard on your overview and approach it. Continue to approach the info shard. We need you to be within close proximity. Remember to stop your ship when you reach the shard.
Recruit, I'm getting indications of some unusual signatures from your sensor feed. I worry the drifters are putting out an interference field. Watch your back, Recruit. You're my eyes, and I can't afford to be blind right now.
Captain, for your ears only, I am afraid the drifters may have hacked our outpost. That could give them access to ship FTL comms and navigation systems we've been developing. Theoretically, it might give them access to some of the ships we've installed prototypes in. It looks like our outpost is relatively intact. You are going to have to try to hack into its mainframe to extract some information on what happened here. Be careful.
Captain, if the outpost is still intact, it will have to be hacked. It's a good thing you prepared by bringing a data analyzer. Hacking is a delicate process, but mastering it can give you access to a lot of wealth in some of the deep and hidden pockets of New Eden. Let me walk you through the process. Captain, you should now lock target on the info shard. You should now activate the civilian. You are now attempting to hack into the info shard. You should select encrypted nodes until you locate the system core. After you click a node, the numbers that appear will indicate your proximity to the core. You may come across defensive software on your route. You should click on it until you deactivate the firewall. Now you have successfully hacked into the info shard. You should retrieve the cargo. You need to be within range to execute this function.
Elder's teeth! What the... Okay, the site just lit up like... Well, Professor Tannen, how about it? Have you seen anything like this before? Is this part of your research?
No, Fleet Commander. I have never seen anything like this before. I suggest the Captain get out of there as fast as possible.
Way ahead of you, Professor. Recruit, our deep space scanners just picked up a very large drifter fleet on a direct heading for your position. I have no idea what you just did, but you best make like you have a pack of slaver hounds on your heels. Actually, don't even stop to think about that. Do what the Professor says and just get out of there.
Click the location marker icon in the info panel to travel to a safe spot.
Recruit, I don't know how you're doing this again and again, but you've really got something now. This data store you've recovered is a goldmine. The information you just extracted looks like it includes the codes to activate the jump gate to the drifter hive. Get them to our fleet, and then we can unlock the gate for them. Everyone in the fleet is going to know your name after this.
Captain, congratulations on finding the drifter gate codes. That is amazing work. The drifters must have been trying to link our outpost to their network through that gate. But there's something else that worries me. I navigated through some of the data when you brought me the mainframe online, and it's worse than I thought. I suspect the drifters may have hijacked one of the capital ships carrying our prototype systems in their hands and poses a great threat. Luckily, the ship may be vulnerable to stasis webbing. It could slow it down to a halt. Captain, I'm going to upload to Aura instructions on how to fit your ship with a stasis webifier the next time you're in station. That will improve your capabilities out there.
Recruit, you seem to be in constant touch with Professor Tannen. I hope she's providing intel on the drifters. There's no time for distractions right now. In any case, now it's my turn to show you something you're not going to believe. I'm sending Aura some coordinates. Get there fast, Recruit. You're going to like this.
Captain, the commander has uploaded the location of the forward operating base. This should prove interesting. Click on the location marker
Port
icon
drive
in the info
active.
panel to travel to the forward operating base. Approach the gate. When you are close, use the radial menu to activate the gate to enter the forward operating base. Warp drive active.
Behold, an avenging sword of the Minmatar Republic, our fleet, the force that will strike at the drifters. Dreadnoughts, battleships, cruisers and frigates are all being prepared for action at our Astrahus Citadel forward operating base, all soon to be loaded with the key codes you recovered. The entire force will be able to jump right inside their outer defenses. Recruit, I don't usually do this, but it's going to take a few minutes to upload the jump gate keys from your mainframe. I suggest you fly down and introduce yourself. The way some of the captains have been talking, you're like a lucky totem, and I wouldn't mind your luck rubbing off on us all. Take a moment to enjoy the vista of all these ships while you can. If you make naval capsuleer, you could be in command of one of these beauties someday. I promise you, they're even more inspiring when you're in control. Aura, help our favorite recruit get a handle on the might assembled before us.
Is this him? Is this the pilot that saved the research crew and found the gate codes?
Captain, the assembled strike force includes several ship classes you'll often encounter in New Eden.
Damn, recruit. Took me 6 months before I posted my first confirmed kill.
You can take a closer look at any of the ships by using the radial menu to select Look At. Remember to refocus your camera by right-clicking and select Look at My Ship.
Hey, recruits. Our crew's been talking about you non-stop today.
All right, fleet, calm down. Our hero of the hour is going to stick around while we upload the key codes from their ship. Then the Republic has a special surprise back at base. The Minmatar take care of their heroes. Am I right, fleet?
Affirmatively, Commander.
Captain, the upload is going to take a while. In the meantime, take a look at our Astrahus forward operating base. It's a citadel-type structure. Citadels are the biggest structures in New Eden that capsuleers can build. These massive cities are quite the sight to look at. Since you have to kill some time while the key codes are uploading to the fleet, you have a perfect opportunity to practice some of your maneuvering skills. You can try manual piloting by double-clicking anywhere in space, or you can use the arrow keys on your keyboard for a unique piloting experience.
Okay, recruit. The upload is complete, and the fleet is almost ready for the battle. While we're prepping the remaining squadrons, I suggest you head back to base and pick up that special item I was talking about a moment ago. Sounds good, doesn't it? Trust me, it's better than you think.
When you are ready, fly to the forward point, next to the Dreadnought-class vessel. When you are ready to return to HQ, click on... Now turn your autopilot on. Autopilot engaged. When you reach your destination and the autopilot switches off, click on the location marker icon in the info panel to dock at HQ. Approaching Stargate. Autopilot jumping. Autopilot disabled. Waypoint reached. Warp drive active. Docking permission requested. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Recruit, I have very high standards for my trainees, and you have repeatedly exceeded them. As a result, I've decided to greenlight you for participation in the counter-strike against the Drifters. Operation Vengeful Blade. Consider this your final test before reaching Naval Capsuleer status. Now, I hope you don't think I'm going to let you go to battle in that little Reaper-class corvette you've been flying around all day. No, Recruit. The Minmatar Republic always takes care of its warriors, especially those who've done so much to defend the tribes. I'm awarding you with a new ship to participate in my assault operation. I think you're going to really like the added striking power it brings. I'm also awarding you with some upgraded modules to fit to it. Now, the only thing left is to acquire the skills to efficiently pilot your new and improved warship. I don't have time to wait around, so let's speed things along with a skill injector. Normally these things would set you back a small fortune, but this one's on me. Aura will guide you through using the injector. Fit wisely, Recruit. We are heading up against an unpredictable foe.
Captain, you have been awarded with a new frigate. This ship is a considerable upgrade from your corvette. Your new frigate gives you far more flexibility in how the vessel is outfitted. For your upcoming combat, I suggest using the afterburner and repair module you have already mastered. Additionally, you have been rewarded with some upgraded modules for your ship, including a few additional weapons. They must be very impressed with you since they have also awarded you a mini skill injector. These are usually only reserved for fully qualified capsuleers, but it is my assessment that you can handle a mini injector without major risk to your limbic system. Probably. Skill injectors are devices capable of transneural scanning and can lay synaptic patterns down in new combinations with skillbook data. What this means is that if you like learning fast, these are for you. Now, Let's go through how we can optimally set up your ship for the combat ahead. Professor Tannen has advised that you fit your ship with a stasis webifier, and you should not take that suggestion lightly, Captain. You should collect all your rewards by checking your redeemable items under the Neocom menu and Inventory tab. You can move those to your item hanger by open your inventory and select Captain. Double-click on your new mini skill injector and confirm the injection. This will give you unallocated skill points that you can use to progress your training. Open your character sheet to use your unallocated skill points. I suggest you search for Frigate and drag your Empire's Frigate skill into the training queue. When you've done that, find the Apply Skill Points button and click it. Your Frigate skill will have advanced a level. These skills will help you become better prepared for the upcoming battle. Skill training completed. Captain, it's time to use your new ship. In your inventory, select your ship hangar. There you will see you are currently in your corvette. Right-click your active ship and click Leave Ship. Right-click your new ship and select Make Active. You have now boarded your new ship. Right-click your old corvette and select Repackage. This will remove the modules fitted to that ship and make it easier to transport in the future. It's now time to fit your new ship with modules. Open your inventory and go to Item Hanger. You will want to fit weapons, an afterburner, a stasis webifier, and your repair module. To fit, right-click on each of the modules and select Fit to Active Ship. You should then open your fitting window and ensure you have everything you need fitted to your ship. Now that you have prepared your ship for the fight, Captain, it is time to head into space and start the journey to the Drifter Hive Stargate.
The fleet is at the gate, Recruit. You understand what's at stake. The Hive must be destroyed to remove this threat. With the Drifters pushed back, the 7 tribes of the Minmatar Republic can secure our homes and trading caravans, continue to rebuild the economy, and re-establish our defensive cordon against the Amar Empire. We are hoping that we will learn more about the Drifters from this attack. It's imperative to find out why they have been attacking us and removing the survivors. We've lost too many brothers and sisters to this invasion.
You should now undock and click on the location marker icon in the info panel, and then activate your autopilot.
There is already something in that location. There is already something in that location.
Thank you.